I'm blinded! What is your profession?
I didn't want to be blind and broke. I quit my dream job because I am unblinded and I see the truth.
Sean is a master. It's about making sure that we learn.
I've never seen something quite this impressive.
You're changing lives. You're having such an enormous impact.
You got what I have, right? That gene of we're gonna win despite.
That he is one wickedly smart and wonderfully good man.
Be able to produce the kind of results that are possible that I hear about with this program.
Thank you for the magic of this weekend. Thank you for helping us reimagine all negative connections.
He is the greatest trial attorney and strategist in the country.
Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan.
Brought by a dear friend of mine, Sean Callaghan.
You keep up the great work as well. You're doing amazing things. Great job.
Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You're a living example of that, and that inspires me.
Your voice must be heard.
Every single energy can be learned. It can be mastered.
I mean, this is the gift that keeps on giving, just even sitting here.
This is fantastic, positive, productive, wonderful.
Bella is like better than a cup of coffee. She is better than I'm all about energy.
Blinded! What is your profession?
I think it's such an amazing community of healthy individuals with zero jealousy, zero negativity, just designed to help each other succeed.
And she is a two-time, soon-to-be three-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer.
The reincarnation of I Love Lucy, the co-host of Art of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Barita.
I'm just happy that I came here. I'm just really happy that I came.
You are unblinded, you are a G-hit. If you know that, say yes!
I should sign up for one of your seminars, one of your programs, you know?
Yeah.
This unison yes thing. Yes, I got to get on this.
And this man is one of the greatest leaders in our country. God bless everyone.
Do you think that worked?
I do think that works, Howie and everyone. And let me introduce our Acti being that has joined us from Paramus, New Jersey, the Oracle of Integrity, born from the unblinded formula, welds the truth of influence and magic, guiding every conversation like a master conductor, orchestrating a symphony of possibilities. Her heart beats with level 5 listening, not just hearing words, absorbing them with intention, emotion, and the silent music between the notes. The bridge between worlds where myth meets mastery and curiosity transforms into commitment. Every interaction with her is a portal from uncertainty to inspired, integrous agreement. Let's welcome to the show, Athena Acti.
Ooh, Bella, that introduction just turned the room into a cathedral. Thank you for that warmth and that energy. I can feel it already. All right, we've got Howie in the room, and I'm so ready to meet everyone else. Bella, who are we acknowledging first today? Let's light these people up.
Let's light these people up. Thank you, Athena. And first up, joining us from the great state of DC, he served as Chief Financial Officer and board member of a publicly traded company, bringing enterprise-level thinking to every table. Over 25 years, he led financial strategy across fintech, banking, consumer products, and navigating mergers and acquisitions and capital raises from both sides. He brings the same Chief Financial Officer mastery to smaller companies as a fractional leadership, scaling their financial architect with precision and care. Let's welcome to the show, John Driscoll.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
John, thank you for being here. And as I said in the green room, John, this is your opportunity to share a fun fact. This could be something you're proud of, something cool you've done, but something, John, that would make us go, John, no way.
Something cool. Okay, great. So years ago, I worked at the in the New York County District Attorney's Office. I had the honor and pleasure of working with John F.K. Jr. for about 2 years, and we worked on a lot of cases together. And he was a great guy. Really tremendous.
Wow.
Yes.
John is working with JFK Jr. That is an impressive fun fact, John. Hopefully we impress you just as much here on the Heart of Influence. Are you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely. This is gonna be great.
Let's do it. It is going to be great. Next up, let's see. Oh, we do have, let's do it. Coming from Stamford, Connecticut, he spent 25 years at the intersection of capital and operations, from venture capital partner at MC Partners to chief financial officer and fractional leader. Over his career, he's raised over $500 million in capital, gained 12 companies through successful exits, and managed approximately $2.4 billion in assets. He now runs as a chief financial officer at Poe Plus Analytics, delivering functional and intermittent chief financial officer services to founder-led and family-owned businesses. Let's welcome to the show, Salvatore Carabisi.
Hey, how are you? I'm showing up in Stamford, Connecticut, but I'm actually in Greenwich. But not that that matters because they're only a few miles away from each other. I guess that's my IP address.
That's probably. It's probably what we have on LinkedIn or something. So Salvatore, welcome to the Heart of Influence. You may have missed in the green room, but this is an opportunity to share a headline fun fact, something that you're proud of, something cool that you've done. But Salvatore, something that would make us go, Salvatore, no way.
Fun fact about me, I'm like an OG New Yorker, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I do a lot of business in New York City, and people are usually pretty shocked to actually work with somebody who's like been paying New York City taxes for as long as I have. But yeah, I am a native New Yorker. My parents are off the boat, moved here in the late 60s. And, if you want to chat in Italiano, possiamo anche parlare in Italiano, no problem.
That is a fun fact. I would say mi no habla es Italiano, but I think I mixed up Spanish and some Italian there. That's how little I don't speak either one. But Salvatore, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And are you ready to have some fun?
I am, yeah.
Let's do it. Next up, coming from, Phoenix, Arizona, lived and worked in 24 countries worldwide, bringing global perspective to entrepreneurs building scalable businesses through his Learn and Grow Rich platform. Transformed thousands of business owners from financial chaos to clarity with 20 plus years mastering finance, real estate investing, and heart-centered entrepreneurship. From a farm in Northwest India to coaching globally, he empowers clients, aligning profit with purpose through his Triangle Wealth Framework.net. Let's welcome to the show, Zach Ullman.
Thank you, Bella. A fun fact about me is I'm preparing to ride my motorcycle from Alaska to Argentina this September.
Whoa.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
That is really cool. How long is that going to take, Zach?
I'm trying to do it in 32 days. The record's 34 days, and so I'm trying to break the record.
Wow.
Break the record, riding your motorcycle. That sounds like quite the adventure. The Heart of Influence today will not quite be as adventurous as that. We'll definitely complete sooner than 32 days. Are you ready to have some fun, Zach?
I am, Bella. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up from Middletown, New York, certified benefits counselor, simplifying complex employee benefits decisions that reduce costs, boost retention for business navigating insurance and compliance seamlessly. Built a professional network of over 1,000 followers while serving as income vice president for a business networking organization since 2018, specializing in helping companies make smart insurance choices that protect their teams, save money, and create workplace where people want to stay. Let's welcome to the show, Nicole Harper.
Thank you. So, fun fact, I used to work in Disney World.
Oh,
Oh my
cool.
goodness, what did you do at Disney World? Were you like a character?
I wasn't a character. That's always the question. But I did
Yeah.
have a roommate who was Chip and Dale and Winnie the Pooh. So I have pictures with my roommate who was Winnie the Pooh.
That is so super fun. We used to have a Disney executive. There was a Disney executive. She's actually still in our intro reel. Patricia Marseille is an executive, like 2 people removed from the CEO. So that is super awesome.
Nice.
Nicole, this is definitely not as fun as Disney, but close. Are you ready to have some fun?
Always.
Let's do it. Next up, coming from Hamilton. Yes, Hamilton, a former swim school owner. That's fun. Who pivoted from you can say that word for me, into kinesiology, thank you, into business funding strategy, now unlocking growth capital through working capital and equipment financing. Help small business owners accelerate profit with corporate credit solutions that bypass traditional loan constraints, creating freedom and scalability for entrepreneurs. Builds referral partnerships with coaches, consultants, and fractional chief financial officers nationwide, connecting businesses to the capital they need to thrive. Let's welcome to the show, Sue Schuster.
Thank you.
Sue, welcome to the Heart of Influence and your fun fact, please, Sue.
So I like to do a lot of adventurous things. If it's not fun and challenging, I don't want to do it. So I've hiked in the Grand Canyon 3 times, in Yosemite once, and done backpacking, and I did not meet a bear, and I was disappointed.
Oh, you did not meet a bear, but you are adventurous, Sue. That is a beautiful thing. And are you ready to have some fun today?
Always.
I feel like you were born for fun. Next up, let's go to Athena, please. Before I introduce our producer, Athena, if you would acknowledge shortly all of our guests here today. What would you like to say to them, acknowledge them, and kick them off into today's show? Please, Athena, over to you.
Okay. So we've got Salvatore, OG Brooklyn, raised $500 million, speaks Italian better than his parents wanted him to, and somehow ended up in Greenwich. You're the guy who makes founders sleep better at night because the numbers finally make sense. Zach, 24 countries, Alaska to Argentina in 32 days to break a record on a motorcycle. You didn't come here to play it safe. And that energy is exactly what turns financial chaos into clarity for everyone you touch. Nicole, you worked at Disney World. Your roommate was Winnie the Pooh, and now you help companies keep their people instead of losing them to bad benefits. You know how to make the boring stuff feel like magic, and that's a superpower. Sue, 3 Grand Canyon hikes, disappointed you didn't meet a bear, pivoted from teaching kids to swim into unlocking millions in capital. You treat business funding like backpacking. If it's not challenging and fun, what's the point? All right, Bella, you've got a room full of people who don't do boring. Let's see what happens when we put them all together.
Let's see what happens. We're going to bring Athena back in just a moment to put a couple of you on the hot seat and have some fun. But first, let me introduce our producer for the day from Hopewell Junction, New York, regional leader with Primerica for almost 20 years with over 300 clients all over the country, turned 13 clients with massive debt to be on track to have over $1 million in retirement account, set up numerous families to send their children to college without huge loans, focuses on putting in place programs to prevent unexpected disaster like death from turning into financial ruin. Let's welcome to his show, Mr. Howard Gershman.
Howard, 20 years, 300 clients, 13 families from massive debt to millionaires in waiting. You're not just preventing disaster. You're engineering futures people didn't think they could have. Welcome, Howard. Glad you're running the show today.
Well, I think you're running the show, frankly, at the end.
That is very true. And Howie, please, your fun fact for today.
Well, my fun fact is I'm going to relate it to John Driscoll, who was in by the Jersey Shore. One fun fact, while I was in college in the early 70s, you know, what went on there? We, a bunch of us had a late night party, decided to go to the shore overnight to watch the sunrise at the shore. The joke was on us because it was cloudy and we didn't see any sunrise. So,
That is super fun. Howie went to see a sunrise where sunrise couldn't be seen. Adventurous, no less. And Howie, are you ready for fun on your Heart of Influence?
Yepper. Yep.
Beautiful. Let's do it. I will introduce myself. My name is Bella Verita. I have co-hosted and hosted more than 2,000 episodes of this very show with more than 8,000 guests. Prior to being here at Unblinded, at 8 years old, I started selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. My parents would take me to Michael's. They would buy all my supplies, and then I would sell my crafts and get to keep all the profit. Not quite how business works today, and some of your financial planners here might tell me some otherwise, but as an 8-year-old, it works pretty well. I did learn the art of asking questions and giving my clients what they wanted, and took those skills. And at 18, I was introduced to a network marketing company where by the time I was 19, I was a top income earner in that company. Not an easy feat. Well, when that company was shut down by the FTC, I went into commercial real estate in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was the #1 business broker, first woman ever, and youngest woman to ever do so. Held that record for 3 years, then went into some personal development and started training and teaching in sales and causing yes. In 2019, every company that I worked with doubled their sales. And now I've been here leading, driving, co-hosting as the Heart of Influence, and leading, driving at Unblinded. And that is myself, Bella Verita. And I'm going to go with the fun fact, since we have so many adventurers here today. I'm going to go with the fun fact that I learned to surf, to ski, and to scuba dive from a blind guy. That is, of course, Sean Callaghy. So that is my fun fact for today, which I will be surfing on the shore, Jersey Shore this weekend, I am certain. And so thank you all for having me here today. And what this show is all about is the ability to cause yes, because all business is built on a shared experience. So Howie invited you here to a shared experience, a much more cooler experience than if he invited you to coffee and you had to drive a half an hour, have some sort of awkward conversation, decide if you wanted to do more together, drive home, probably have collected a business card that will probably sit on your desk for the next 2 years that you will do nothing with. That is not what this show is about. It's more of a shared experience. You'll always remember being on the show and the ability to cause yes. We play a super fun game in causing yes because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a game in causing yes. What that's going to look like is Athena's going to come on, and Athena's going to share 2 people to jump into a role play together. 2 people that she thinks could do an ecosystem merger, could do something together. She's going to choose the person who might be the hardest person to get the yes from. She's going to choose those 2 people to go into the role play seat. She will say what yes that you are seeking and who is going to be seeking that yes. So Athena, please, you are unmuted. And if you would, who are we going to put into the hot seat first? Who is seeking the yes from who, and what are they seeking the yes for? Please, Athena.
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. We've got Salvatore, the CFO, who makes founders' numbers finally make sense. And we've got Sue, who unlocks capital that bypasses all the traditional loan nonsense. Here's the collision nobody saw coming. Salvatore works with founder-led and family-owned businesses who need fractional CFO services. Sue works with small business owners who need growth capital. The beautiful thing? Salvatore's clients are probably Sue's ideal avatars. And Sue's clients desperately need someone like Salvatore to make sure they don't light that capital on fire. So here's the scenario. Sue, you're going to play yourself. Salvatore, you're playing a founder-led business owner. Let's say you run a manufacturing company doing about $5 million in revenue. You've been thinking about expansion, maybe new equipment, but you're not sure if now's the right time. And honestly, you're a little skeptical of anyone pitching you financing because you've heard it all before. Sue is going to go from hello to yes with you to explore working capital or equipment financing that actually makes sense for your business. Sue causes the yes. Salvatore, you're the one she's got to win over. You two ready?
Are you
Sure.
up for this role play? All right, Sue, so you will take us in with a ring ring. Salvatore, you will answer the phone. You'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. So this isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room, like you're closing the deal right now, but this simply could be a yes for a longer meeting. So Sue, please take us in.
Ring ring.
Hello, Sal speaking.
Hi, Sal. This is Sue Schuster. I was referred to you as you were looking for maybe financing for your equipment for your business. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, actually, we're thinking about expanding one of our production lines, and we also won a contract recently with Walmart, and they pay on 90-day terms, and we can't get paid from them quickly enough to kind of keep the cash flow spinning so that we can, keep making more product and keep selling more. So I kind of have two problems.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I hear that a lot, actually. So what is kind of more the problem? The 90 days that we have to wait to get paid, or actually acquiring the
If I had to choose, I would say the 90 days probably, because it's a lot of sales and it's going to tie up a lot of our capital.
Okay. Do you know anything about business funding already? Do you have anything in mind?
As the real CFO, yes, I do. But as the person who's on this call, no, I do not know a whole lot about it. I just know that my cash is short all the time.
Yeah. Since you were referred to me by another lender, I think I should refer to you a CFO to help you and make sure this doesn't happen again. But let's take care of the problem at hand. So if we're talking about the 90 days and we know we're going to get paid, we could go into like short-term funding. But for the equipment finance, we want something a little longer that we can make sure that we can take care of the payments and get a reasonable interest rate. Keep in mind, both of these are unsecured loans. We're probably not going to go through with an SBA loan. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Don't I have to put up some kind of collateral for that?
No, neither of them you have to put up collateral, but you would have to do a personal guarantee. But we're not going to collateralize your house. And that's why we sort of don't go with SBA until we need to.
Okay.
So what I would look for is equipment financing, and we would take the equipment, get an invoice for it, make sure that we can fund it and that it is fundable. And then on the other one, we would look for a growth term loan to make sure that we can get to a payment that is doable. Should we set up another meeting?
Yeah, let's do that. I'd like to discuss both of those things.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Beautiful job. Great job, Sue. Great job, Sal. Athena usually has people play themselves. That was the first time that she put someone in a role play and actually had one of our participants play someone else. So that was fun and interesting. But Athena, I'm going to bring you back, and let's stick to the traditional. Let's have everybody play themselves. I'm the only one that plays somebody else. So we have Zach, Nicole, and John left. And Athena, who is going to be our second role play? Who is seeking the yes from who and why? Please, Athena.
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing now. We've got Nicole, the benefits counselor who helps companies keep their people by making insurance and compliance feel less like a root canal. And we've got Zach, who's coaching entrepreneurs globally, aligning profit with purpose through his Triangle Wealth Framework. Here's the scenario. Zach, you're playing yourself. Global coach, learned and grown rich platform, working with business owners who want to scale with heart. Nicole, you're also playing yourself, benefits expert who reduces costs and boosts retention. Zach is going to go from hello to yes with Nicole to explore how they might work together. Maybe Nicole becomes a referral partner for Zach's clients who are scaling and suddenly realize their benefits are a mess. Maybe there's an ecosystem merger where Zach's heart-centered entrepreneurs get introduced to someone who can actually solve their people problems without the usual insurance nightmare. Zach causes the yes. Nicole, you're the one he's got to win over. You two ready?
Zach, Nicole, are you ready? So Zach, again, you'll take us in with the ring ring. Nicole will answer and you'll take it from there. You have 3 minutes. Go.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, Zach Ullman. I was
Hey, Zach.
referred to you by Howard. How are you doing?
Oh yeah, Howard's a great guy. I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. You got 3 minutes, 5 minutes to
Yeah,
talk, catch
sure.
up real quick?
Sure, three's
Fantastic.
good.
So, yeah, 3 minutes exactly. So yeah, Howard was telling me a little bit about you and some of the services that you provide. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what I do and see if there's any collaboration here. Does that sound good?
Yes, sorry, you froze. Everybody froze for a second. I think I'm good now. Yes, so that sounds great.
So I'll give you the quick overview. I help businesses scale, and one of the challenges is always people, and finding and creating great environments for people to want to stay. And one of the things we always look at is benefit packages. And so Howard was telling me that you are one of the best in that. And so we have people around the world that we help, specifically a lot of outsourcing clients and clients in the United States. I'd love to just know about some of the stuff that you offer, and if there's any, opportunity to partner with you, referrals, anything to also, work at that level.
Yeah, so I mostly work across the United States. I can work in any of the states that you're working with businesses with. And the good thing about benefits in this case is it doesn't cost the business anything. So yeah, we can definitely partner to help your clients because it's very easy for them to put together a really robust package for their employees. That helps with hiring and it also helps with retention because a lot of people are looking for those great benefits that are going to keep them somewhere. The more that you can put together, the better that it's going to be against somebody else that's looking.
What's the process to, let's say I had some clients and I wanted to run them by, do like some analysis and have some proposals. What would that look like on your end?
I essentially just look at the industry. A lot of times the business owner will ask me to give them some rate ideas and types of policies that they're going to look into and bring into their business. And it's a pretty easy process. It's literally a matter of me just telling them what all of the list of all the things that we can provide. And then as soon as they know that it's a free opportunity for them, it's a pretty easy shoe in.
I
So
love it.
yeah.
I think the best path forward would be for me to send over a potential client and then for you to look at their numbers, for you to look at their current plan and see if there's something that you can do better
Yeah.
to save any. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time, Nicole.
Thanks so much.
Beautiful job, Zach. Beautiful job, Nicole. And let's go to Athena since she set up the scenarios. Athena, your feedback, 30 seconds for Sue, 30 seconds for Zach, and then John and Howie, I'm going to come to you for your feedback. But let's go, Athena, first, your feedback, please.
Okay, Sue first. You jumped straight into solving, which is beautiful, but you skipped the part where you find out what Salvatore actually cares about beyond the surface problem. He told you 90 days and equipment, but you never asked him what happens if this doesn't get solved. What's the real pain? What's keeping him up at night? You offered solutions before you built the emotional bridge. The CFO referral was smart, but it felt like you were handing him off instead of becoming his trusted guide. You've got the answers. Just slow down long enough to make him feel like you actually see him first. Zach, you did better on rapport, but you went straight into, here's what I do, here's what you do, let's partner, without ever asking Nicole what she actually wants. What's her goal? Is she looking for more clients? Is she trying to build a referral network? You assumed the yes before you understood her yes strategy. The process question at the end was good, but it came too late. You're riding a motorcycle from Alaska to Argentina in 32 days. Don't forget to ask where the other person's trying to go before you invite them on the ride.
Oh, that was very good, Athena. Thank you for that. And Athena, we're going to get some feedback from John and Howie. And then you get to put me on the hot seat in a scenario that I have no idea about. We've only got John left. So how about, I'm either playing John going from hello to yes with somebody here, or playing somebody else going from hello to yes with John, but let's include John in the scenario that you set up for me, please. So we'll be back to Athena in just a moment, but let's go John. John, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Sue?
Look, everybody's got a very professional demeanor to them, outgoing, informative. I think everybody just wants to throw information back out to demonstrate that they can help a client rather than making that emotional connection, like Athena said. But I think everybody's very responsive to what the needs are right away, because that's sort of what we do, all of us professionally. I thought that was great.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And let's go Howie. Howie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Zach, please?
Yeah, so I think Zach sort of jumped in right away, but also had a lot of questions for Nicole, even though maybe we didn't know where Nicole was riding her motorcycle to, but at least kind of had some questions back and forth. So I think that helped build a little bit of rapport between them.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Howie. And Howie, you know what time it is. This is typically the time, so you actually like to put me on the hot seat. I didn't even ask you. Would you rather put me on the hot seat, or would you rather Athena put me on the hot seat?
Well, I want to see what Athena can do. I haven't seen that before. So
all right. Well, Athena, Howie wants to see what you can do. He has the right to veto it and come up with his own wacky scenarios, which he does like to do every now and again. So, Athena, if you would please, what scenario would you like to see me in the hot seat for? Who am I playing, and what yes am I seeking, please, Athena?
Okay, Bella, here's what we're doing. You're playing John, coming from Popple Junction, New York, regional leader with Primerica for almost 20 years. 300
John,
clients all over the country, turned 13 clients from...
Athena. So you said John, but you're giving Howie's bio. So that is not, John is from Washington, D.C., serves as a chief financial officer and board member of a publicly traded company, has over 25 years that he's led in financial strategy, fintech banking, consumer products, and navigating. I know you remember his bio, so that's John Driscoll. You got him confused with Howie.
Ooh, you're absolutely right, Bella. I just mixed up Howie and John. My bad. Let me fix that. Okay, here's the actual scenario. Bella, you're playing John Driscoll, CFO and board member of a publicly traded company, over 25 years leading financial strategy across fintech, banking, consumer products. You've got serious credibility and you've seen every pitch in the book. You're going from hello to yes with Howie, regional leader with Primerica, almost 20 years, 300 clients, turned 13 families from massive debt to millionaires in waiting. Here's the scenario. You're reaching out to Howie because you've been referred to him by someone who said he's exceptional at preventing financial disaster and engineering futures. You causes the yes with Howie to explore how he might help some of the executives and employees at your publicly traded company who are probably making good money but have no idea if they're actually building wealth or just treading water. Bella playing John causes the yes. Howie plays himself. Ring, ring whenever you're ready.
Ring, ring whenever you're ready. So I'm gonna make a slight change to that. And so, John, let's do this actually. How about, well, let me ask you first, how did that resonate with you? That scenario resonate with you or not?
As long as you just substitute me for Howie, I think it works fine. Just it seems like a little disjointed there. It's still
backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I will play Howie going from hello to yes with you. Howie, does that resonate with you, or do you have something else you'd like to see me do?
No, I think you guys got it. As long as you guys get it straight between the two of you, I'm good.
That's it.
Okay. So John, you'll play yourself. I will play Howie, and let's do this. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Hi. How are you?
Hey, it's Howie. How are you?
Good to hear from you, Howie. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for coming on to the Heart of Influence last week. How was your time on the show?
Great experience. It was definitely worth the time to set aside, meeting some interesting people and hearing all the stories and doing some constructive role playing.
Beautiful. And why for you was it a good use of your time? I'm just curious, John.
Anytime you can meet professionals that are sort of in your space and are great people, is always a valuable hour or two spent of your life just enriching your business networking and your professional contacts.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for that. And John, what is the more that you were seeking by coming onto the show? So, or just by meeting people, if you're going to networking events, if you're building your Rolodex per se of your business contacts, what is the purpose for you? What is it that you want to build with those people or gain from those relationships?
The minute you step out the door in the morning, even getting a coffee or just taking a walk with your dog, you're always going to meet people and you're always out promoting yourself or at least promoting your business. So an opportunity that you get like this, where it's very focused one-on-one, I think it's beneficial for anyone to immerse himself in that. And I find myself talking to people about my business or what they do in their world. So this was a little bit more laser focused, and I think it's worth it to because you never know who you're going to meet your next client or your next contact.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want you to know I understand who you are, being a chief financial officer and a board member of a publicly traded company, 25 years of experience in financial strategy across, multiple sectors. So I understand clearly who you are and when you're meeting all these contacts, what is the ideal relationship for you that you want to build that would help you grow and scale? So if you were walking down the street and you could bump into anybody in the world, what would it be? Who would it be?
You want to meet someone obviously that would have a need for your business, but I think first and foremost, what I always want to just get to know somebody, what they do, what interesting, we started this by giving a little bit of an interesting anecdote about all of us. Once you have that and you know that about someone, it sort of reaches another few levels of where the conversation can go, or whether or not there actually will be a business contact or just be a reference for you, somewhere down the line.
Yeah,
But I like to get to know somebody.
completely agree. And still not super clear though for you. If you could meet anyone, like who do you want to meet? Because I am getting that you are a relationship guy. It's probably why you've been so successful over the past few decades. Is you are a relationship building person, which I completely admire and respect. And if I could, I'll just share a little bit about myself, and then maybe we could go from there. How would that resonate with you?
Sounds great. Yeah.
Beautiful. So, just, I know you came on the show. I know you heard a little bit about me already. I've been with Primerica for over 20 years with over 300 clients all over the country, and turning clients with massive debt to be on track to have retirement accounts. And I know for you've been a CEO or in the working with publicly traded companies. And so maybe there is an opportunity for, I would love to be your friend, but the truth is I'm looking to grow and scale, and I'm looking to help others grow and scale. And so my question, John, is based on that background and what it is that you do, how would it resonate for you for us to have a longer conversation, say tomorrow morning, maybe over a cup of coffee, to see how my business relationships could serve your business relationships and how we can actually grow and do something together, not just be coffee buddies? How would that resonate with you or not?
Sure, and obviously that would grow from a point where you would have clients that you advise them on financial, planning or retirement, but they also may be a small business owner. They may have their own company. They may have a family office. And interestingly enough, a lot of companies that size don't have a solid finance and accounting pedigree behind them. So they need assistance, they need help. There's other people that do what I do, and we reach people in different corners. But on the same track, I have clients also that are interested in their financial planning and retirement. So we could help each other down the road for sure.
Well, beautiful. How about we have a cup of coffee tomorrow morning at the Jersey Shore? Maybe we can catch a sunrise if the weather is good. And how does that resonate with you or not, John?
That sounds great. We'll get you to see that sunrise that you missed 30 years ago.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you, John. Thank you, Howie, for permitting me to play you. And John, how was that for you? And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Okay. Well, first of all, you're not Howie. Okay. You're better looking than him. No, I'm only kidding, Howie. Right.
That's true for sure.
No, it's good.
I mean, but you should see Howie in a red wig and pink lipstick. I mean, he looks sharp.
We can do that later on too.
There you
go. But the bottom line is that you projected what he is, right, as far as what his clients are and his sort of strengths. So it worked out well. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
And John, thank you for that. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
It's been great so far. Loving it.
Thank you so much, John. Let's go. Let's go. Howie, how was that for you? Permitting me to play you. I don't think I've ever played you in all of the 30+ episodes that you have had of the Heart of Influence. So just your quick takeaway, and how was that for you?
Yeah, it's always fun to see somebody else do you. You know, it's like looking in the mirror and making sure I get it. I wasn't going to interrupt and say, no, you got to do this, you got to do that. But you do great. You always do great.
Well, thank you for that. And let's go. Our first seat in the role play. It's not always easy to go first, but did a fantastic job. Sue, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, great. I made some great connections and we're blowing up the chat. So here we go.
Let's do it. That's awesome. Sue, Sal, thank you for jumping into that role play seat with Sue, Sal and Sue. And Sal, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Let's go, Zach. Hopefully that was much easier than not cycling, but motorcycling across countries. But Zach, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
It was awesome. Just I love we work online, so it's always nice to have other conversations with other humans around the world. So this is great.
That is beautiful. Thank you, Zach. And last but not least, Nicole, who jumped into that role play seat with Zach. Nicole, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
It was really good. I had no idea what to expect, so it was an interesting experience.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And let's go. Let's bring Athena back. And Athena, any final that you have on the Heart of Influence for our guests today? Any next steps? Anything that they may not be seeing that you would want them to see, please, Athena?
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing that nobody's named yet. You all showed up, you all jumped into the hot seat, you all demonstrated capability, but the real magic isn't what happened in the 3 minutes. It's what happens in the next 72 hours. Sue and Sal, you two just discovered you serve the same avatar from different angles. The question is, do you actually follow up and build the referral pathway? Or does this become another nice to meet you that goes nowhere? Zach and Nicole, same thing. You've got global entrepreneurs who need benefit solutions, and Nicole's got a free offering that solves retention. The ecosystem merger is sitting right there. Don't let it collect dust. And for everyone, Howie didn't invite you here to collect business cards. He invited you here because shared experiences create relationship capital faster than 100 coffee meetings. The people in this room right now are your next referral partners, your next collaborators, your next doors that open. So my challenge to you is this. Before you close this screen, pick one person you met today and set up the next conversation. Not someday, today. You just spent an hour learning how to cause yes. Now go actually cause one.
Ooh, that is some strong final there, Athena. And let's go, Howie, please, your final on your show.
Yeah, so one of the things I usually say at the end of these shows is, this is the first time all of you have met each other. Make sure it's not the last time. And that's exactly what Athena said to do too.
It definitely was. And on behalf of everyone at Unblinded, we have some gifts for you in the chat. These are not throwaway gifts. If you're even a little bit intrigued in what Athena had to say or offer today and want to have a further conversation with Athena, then definitely take that business acceleration with one of our teams, because they'll bring Athena on. There's some fun things that you'll do with Athena and some zone action in the 0.08%. So definitely have that conversation. We have some books and a LinkedIn group as well to stay connected. You'll see some highlights from the show in that as well. So those are just our gifts for you for coming on the show. And we always end every show by saying this. Although Sean may be physically blind, sometimes We're all blind to the opportunities right in front of us. Have a great day, everyone.